What's up guys and welcome to another track guide. This week we're at Watkins Glen with our brand new Hyundai Elantra for the TCR series. This track feels pretty amazing with these cars as there aren't many instances where you feel the limitations of the front wheel drive platform. Unlike most other cars, TCRs feel like monster trucks over curbs, and that opens up many different lines that aren't possible with the MX-5 for example. So it just becomes a very interesting experience, and I think I've managed to build quite a good setup for these races, and I'm pretty excited to get this going next week. Just reminding you that our lovely YouTube members are getting access to all track guide contents with a 2-day head start compared to their competition. So if you want to become part of that group and support the work that I do, make sure you click the join button, and don't forget to also join my Discord community to get the setups, ghost car, telemetry files, and all of the necessary information you need to schedule a coaching session with me, just like dozens of other LFM drivers have already done. Now let's get into the track guide. Coming into turn 1, brake at the 300 board and keep going in a straight line for longer than you would think is necessary. Doing that will allow you to set up a sharp turn-in and a super fast exit speed that will keep building all the way up to the bus stop chicane. The earlier you are able to get on throttle without going wide or scrubbing the front tires, the better. Into the bus stop, brake hard at the 300 board and take the first curb in 4th gear, getting as close to the guardrail as you're comfortable with. Once you're back on tarmac, start turning left to take the next curb and roll onto the throttle as you've cleared it. For the outer loop, use as much of the track as possible on entry and start lifting once you get close to where the concrete runoff begins. After a very long coasting period, ramp up the throttle as you get close to the access road on the inside and keep the car at full throttle for the rest of the way. Into turn 6, brake at the 300 board and get the car down into 3rd gear. After gently releasing the brakes, let the car coast while aiming for a late apex. Once you feel like the car is hooked and settled, start gently ramping up the throttle for the exit. Brake in between the 200 and 100 boards and get the car settled very early on in the corner. These TCRs have very aggressive differentials that rotate the car at partial throttle, and you can use that to your advantage mid-corner. Into turn 8, brake hard just after the 200 board and trail the brakes right up until the inside curb. Once you get there, you can be more aggressive than normal when getting back on throttle. Turn 9 is all about minimizing the hesitation between turn-in, mid-corner and reacceleration. So brake at the 200 board and carry more speed than you would think is possible to account for how much gravity will slow you down. For turn 10, lift off after turning in to give you extra rotation and start ramping up the throttle once you get to the inside curb. Into the last turn, brake just after the blue tire barrier on the left and carry the brakes into the turn. After that, squeeze the throttle and let the car run wide on exit. So that was a lap around Watkins Glen with the Hyundai Elantra TCR, and I hope this track guide was helpful to your week of racing in low fuel motorsports. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the hot lap.